Hi there, I want to show you a little project I've been working on this summer of 21 in southern Arizona. Every day was over 100. Okay, we'll get out of, I'm not a videographer, so please forgive this. This is just more information, and I'll get out of the selfie mode and get into the little tour. Okay, this is a greenhouse based on the design from Anna White. She has a really good web page, a couple of greenhouse designs, a whole lot of stuff she's designed. And this particular greenhouse caught our fancy. We were trying to get away from having critters eat all of our plants in our raised beds, and we didn't want to build a big, it just would have been too involved. So I just ended up just fixing the problem by building a greenhouse. This is based on her design that is slightly different. Hers is 8 feet wide. I made mine 10 feet wide, so mine's a little wider. I really liked her design because everything is standard size, just standard lumber, very little waste in this. The fact I widened it a little, I had a little bit more waste, but not a whole lot more. The extra width really didn't add much to the cost. Let's take a quick tour. The clear stuff is corrugated plastic, polyester plastic, that every design that I ever saw that had this kind of plastic recommended this. It, like I said, it's just a little bit wider than hers. Hers was 8 feet wide. Mine's just a little wider. That really had a lot of width to it. In doing that, because hers was a little bit more pointy, my roof came down just a little. I was concerned about the fact it came down with the door still fit. I wanted to use just a standard door, and it barely fits. It exactly fit. So I was concerned about that, but no, it worked out real well. I'm really happy with this. Her design is just so slick. I did a few little mods to it. She had a whole lot of this corrugated board curly strips in there to help kind of seal it. On the roof here, I didn't bother with it, and there's a couple of reasons I didn't. And this worked out really well. You know, wind can blow up there. This thing absolutely does not leak. I've not had a drop of water in here, and I've had some fierce winds in the monsoon and fierce rains, and I wasn't really trying to make it waterproof. I didn't want it to rain inside, but that worked out good. Elaine kept telling me it's just a greenhouse. One thing I did is up on the top, I did a ridge vent. In Arizona, we don't have a problem with snow. We have a problem with heat. And so I did a ridge vent. That is, the roof doesn't come quite to the peak. There's a gap in there, and then a little fake roof on top of that. They're called ridge vents. They're pretty common, and they kind of help with circulation. And because of the way I had to do that, I ended up just not needing the little corrugated wood curly things, whatever they're called. Anyway, I put, it basically is her design. I'd use the same paneling she recommended. I put a lot of vents in the bottom because heat is a problem here. Okay, let's go inside. Here we go. It's still a work in progress. We're still kind of getting it set up, still learning what we can do with it. The door swings in because if you swing it out, the wind can catch it, and it doesn't really take up any room here anyway. I did not build shelves in. I'm not going to build shelves. She's just going to use these plastic movable shelves or metal shelves so she can kind of arrange it as she needs. If you build them in, you're kind of stuck with the arrangement, and we don't have any idea what we're doing here. There's a vent here. This opens up. I put a fan in there to help with the circulation. We've got electricity, some lights, running water, a sink. This sink is movable. It's the utility sink, and she can put it wherever she needs. The floor is dug about a 4-inch deep square. It's on 4x4 treated lumber that's got spikes in the ground. And then I put a screen under it, a mesh about a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, so critters can't dig under and come up. So this thing's got a big screen under it, and then covered with about 3 or 4 inches of gravel. And this works out slick. Pour water on here, it doesn't matter. So anyway, so there we go. That's the Ron Jones version of the Anna White garden greenhouse. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to add, because whenever I was building this and laying it out and getting her designs and modifying them and seeing if things would work, I laid it all out in a CAD program, just because I'm an engineer and I can't help doing that. Other than just going out and getting wood and building the dang thing. No. Anyway, since I drew it up in a CAD program, I decided to see if I could 3D print the thing. So here's a 3D printed version of Anna's greenhouse. That's pretty cool. So there we go. The real one and the 3D printed version model.